Gotta be fucking kidding.
Here's the first movie.
Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Peel that pig and slice him thick.
The body count is always bigger.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
The fucking trees walked in those movies.
Hi, doggy.
What a story, Mark.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Life moves pretty fast.
If you want your sequel to become a franchise.
37 dicks. In a row?
I'm your number one fan.
G'day, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another episode of Marathon Me with your hosts, Kane and
Rhys Marks. Oh, do I have to say it? Do we have to say our last names, do you reckon?
No, we just say our last names. We don't need to say our first names. We go like, my name's Mr. Murcott. This is
and this is Master Marks.
Master Marks. I was gonna say Senor Marks, but you know what?
Senor Marks.
That works as well. That works just as well.
Yeah, I think that sounds nice. Master Marks sounds really good.
Yeah.
We had a teacher at our high school named Mr. Bader,
Oh.
which that would have been great if he was a royal child.
Oh,
Masturbator.
Masturbator? Would you care to go play with...
I'm a masturbator.
Would you care to go play with Mistress Alpha?
Yeah.
No, I don't. She's mean. She constantly thinks she's better than me. Well, that's just how it is.
Who is Mistress Alpha?
I don't know. I haven't met her yet. We have to talk to Mr. Bader about that.
Yeah,
sorry, Master Bader about that.
Yes, yeah, he'll know.
I just got the fucking joke. Oh,
Did you not?
I thought you were doing like an alpha and beta type thing.
No, not at all.
Fucking hell.
Oh, okay, that's why I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about.
Yeah, we were on
on
completely different paths, man.
Yeah,
Jesus
I was like,
Christ.
what the fuck? What does Mrs. Alpha have to do with this? Okay.
All right, well, anyways,
Okay.
that's enough talk about, alphas, betas, and masturbators.
That's what the episode should be called. Masters, betas, and masturbators.
What do we talk about today, Rhys?
So we're talking about Scream 4. It's the final entry in our Scream marathon. We're there. This is the first final episode of a series that we're doing.
It's very exciting,
The first last for us. How amazing.
It's beautiful.
I know. Oh. I have to apologize for us not... Well, it doesn't really matter for the people that are listening to it, because this is independent of when you're going to hear it. But we meant to record this last time that we were talking, but it was the last day of 2020, and I think I had a little bit of a mental breakdown, so there was a little bit of a hiccup there.
Yes. And I had also other plans later that night, and I had to kind of rush things and all that. No mental breakdown on my part. I'm sorry, Rhys.
Yeah, he had plans with his girlfriend, so priorities, I guess, or
I know,
whatever.
It's disgusting, I know. I'm sorry to all the single viewers at home. It's sickening, honestly, being in a relationship.
But I have an announcement that I will never have a mental breakdown ever again, because depression has been cured, Kane. I got a notification from the Headspace app this morning.
Yeah.
So Headspace, one of the most popular meditation apps that keep so many people's mental healths in check at the moment.
Yeah.
The notification says, Kevin Hart here with a black hand waving emoji. Check out my new series exclusively on Headspace. Finally, a voice that can be listened to. Kevin Hart's voice on Headspace.
I never thought that there would actually be a proper cure to like depression and all that. And yet, 2021, here we fucking are.
It happened. It happened.
The future really is here, man, honestly. Jesus.
I know, 2021, like all these people being like, it's just going to be the same as last year. Nothing's really going to change. Well, Kevin fucking Hart is on Headspace now.
Yes, thank God.
So everything's looking up. I did have a little gander before you got here of Kevin Hart's Headspace meditations, and it was more of a hype-up video.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I'd expect like Kevin Hart to do like that kind of stuff. He's a hyper man. He needs to do something like, if he's doing something on Headspace, it needs to be like to his like degree of talent and all that. So like, I couldn't imagine him doing like inner peace. I can't do a Kevin Hart. I'm not going to do a Kevin Hart voice.
Inside your soul.
Oh, God.
He's not really doing the thing that I use Headspace for, which is mostly like sleep meditation.
Yeah.
So, which I'm a bit disappointed about, because I would love to fall asleep to Kevin Hart's voice. Just being like, so feel your fingers. I don't know how we would sound.
Dude, you're making it sound sexual in a second.
No, look, have you
feel
done,
your fingers?
Have you done any of the sleep meditation?
Fuck no. What do you think? What do you think I am, some hippie, bro? I don't do that meditation shit.
I think it's pretty cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
I like it.
Nah, I've done like sleep meditation before. It's quite nice. It's been a while, but yeah, I've enjoyed it.
It's mainly like focus on your toes, and then it slowly goes up to your feet.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah,
ending at your
yeah.
calves. Now switch it off for the night time so that your muscles can rejuvenate. Which I think is actually pretty cool. If you focus on those things as it goes through, man, that's what we should do. If this podcast takes off, we should start our own meditation app.
We really should.
really hone in on the things that we think are missing, like Kevin Hart's sleep meditation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we'll just like compile like a bunch of snippets of Kevin Hart in like speaking movie roles and just like compile it together to make our own proper meditation voice thing of Kevin Hart, but it's just really like butchered and just choppy.
Oh my God. Just from his stand-up acts, we just take different words.
No, and then we also got to turn.
Like, feel your fingers now.
We're gonna turn the volume down as well. Like, we're just gonna edit like the audio gain to like just the same quiet level, just so that way, like, even when he's screaming, it's just like. Like just that kind of shit.
Yeah, I want to fall asleep to a quiet version of Kevin Hart screaming at me. That will really get me to bed at a decent hour.
Oh yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, it might help my fuck sleep pattern. Obviously. Jesus.
I think that we should go on to the actual movie.
Yes. Enough about Kevin Hart, as lovely as he is.
As much as we have to move on.
Yeah.
Actually, before we get onto the movie specifically,
yes.
I love the introduction to the movie with us because we watched it on the DVD, and I love the concept of buying and paying for physical media of a movie, and then you still have to watch trailers before the fucking movie, and especially when it's something that, like, this movie's from like 2011, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like
my fucking God.
the trailers are for movies from 2011 that were like mainstream movies that I've never heard of before, with stars that were like household names.
Yeah, fucking Taylor Lautner, household name from the great Twilight series, which we should definitely do a series on at some point, because I've only seen like the first one. And that's about it.
Well, actually, no, I haven't even seen all the first one.
Really?
So yes, we need to do all of those, and then Vampires Suck, and then there's also...
Oh, no, we're going to watch that as well.
I think there's also another parody for
Really?
Twilight as well. Yeah, I think there is.
Christ.
I should go search it up.
Yeah, no, actually, fuck doing the Twilight series, like the movies. Let's just like do the books. Like we'll have our own like book.
Do a book club.
Yeah, we'll have our own book club episode because like apparently there's going to be a new Twilight book coming out soon. Actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it's like from Edward's perspective. I don't know. This is like up in the air. This is what I've heard because like I'm not doing research on Twilight every fucking night, getting all the new news and gossip.
Well, you should be because you're not very on top of it.
Nah, I'm more of a werewolf guy myself. I'm wondering when's Jacob's side of the story coming out. You know what I mean?
So is it going to be like Edward's origin story or something like that? Because he has been alive for I think. Well, I'm just guessing like hundreds of years before the event of Twilight.
Yeah, from what I remember, I think he was turned into a vampire in like it was like maybe late 1800s or like World War II. No, World War One. It was like because he's like supposed to be 118 years old at the event at the start
of
the first movie.
I'm 18, 118.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Bella. And then Bella's just like, yes, that's epic. Fuck yeah. Let's wait 4 movies to fuck. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're watching for. The whole time we're just looking for erections.
Yeah, pretty much.
The entire series.
God.
Well, we'll have a little Boner Patrol segment in each freaking installment of our marathon.
Boner Patrol, what the fuck are you? 2012, bro?
Boner Patrol is from another podcast that I listen to.
Oh, is it now? Oh, yeah, no shade to Boner Patrol, but that's a... Come on, man. You gotta at least revitalize the name. We don't want to be in 2012 anymore.
Well, they're doing Boner Patrol because they're like watching all of these movies from a movie series called the Manuel movies, which is like this softcore porn.
Oh, okay.
So just for people that don't know about the podcast, which I don't know if you've heard about it.
No, this is all new to me.
It's called Worst Idea of All Time. That's probably like a really big inspiration for me with doing this, is that they just like watch... So their whole concept with their first series is that they watched Grown Ups 2 every week for a year.
Oh,
and that was their podcast.
Those guys?
Yeah, it's those guys.
Oh, okay.
And now they're doing Boner Patrol.
Wait, what was their name originally?
Oh no, their name was always worst idea of all time.
Okay.
It wasn't. It's not Boner Patrol.
Okay,
but
yeah,
that's just a segment of their most current stuff.
Alright,
Imagine.
alright. Yeah, I was gonna be like, dude, that's like.
Reese, what are you listening to? Boner Patrol.
I'm listening to Boner Patrol.
Well, yeah.
Followed by Troll Patrol.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Jesus
Oh my god, we're
Christ.
almost 10 minutes through. Fuck. I want with
Yeah, we're just going into a tangent.
to go back onto the fucking Taylor Lautner movie.
Yes.
It was for a movie called Abduction,
Yes.
probably from like 2010
Which
or something.
is a trailer that I actually remember because back when I used to watch Scream 4 a bunch as a kid, and I'd always see that trailer. And
That was what you were watching it for.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was actually kind of curious about when I was a kid, but I was like, nah, Taylor Lautner, gross. But I was like, oh, it looks cool. It's got guns. It's got action. It's got a hot girl in it. Oh, hell yeah. It's got the chick from Aliens. Oh my god,
Oh
yes.
my god.
But like upon like watching that trailer like with you, it looked like fucking garbage.
My interest went from 0% to like 80%.
Yeah.
And then down to negative 80%.
What made you interested in that trailer?
I thought that it was going to be a thriller because they were like, oh yeah, he's just some normal high school guy. And I was like, okay, 0% interest, Taylor Lautner just being a teenager. Then they were like, I think that they introduced that his parents weren't his real parents.
Oh, yeah,
and they were like,
yeah.
They were like, hey, who? They found his name in a that's it.
Yeah.
They found his name in a database of missing children or something like that.
Yeah,
and I was like, that is a cool concept.
They could have done like something like in line of like The Visit or whatever. Like
yes, exactly. That's what I was
That would have
thinking.
been pretty cool, but that trailer just looked like garbage because it just turned into just this cliche looking action movie.
I thought that they were introducing something like that. His parents kidnapped him and then raised him as their own.
Yeah.
And then he discovered that and his parents were these evil people. And then it went from this sort of thriller vibe like that to the CIA roll up at their door and then the parents are like, run, Taylor Lautner, run! And then they get into like this fucking martial arts fight with the CIA.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes into this dumb shit action movie where he's running from the government because he's apparently like a spy or some shit, or he was like a child of spies.
He was like, from what I got, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Honestly. all I picked up on was I think maybe he was like bred. He was like one of them. He was a child like bred
super
for
soldier child.
Yeah, like bred for war or some shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, nah, it just looked lame as fuck. Like the only reason maybe it could be good is because Alfred Molina's in it. I think Alfred Molina is supposed to be the villain in it, and that's kind of cool, because I don't know what the fuck Alfred Molina's been in since Spider-Man 2, so...
Oh, yeah, that did seem cool.
That's alright, but I don't want to watch that movie.
But then he was just playing, like, straight-faced CIA operative.
That is
like,
true.
It was it looked so fucking boring.
Kind of uninspired still, yeah.
That's when my interest went to negative 80%, when I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is dumb.
Yeah.
And I got so interested for a second. I was like, this is gonna be so because also it like made me very interested and gave me heaps of it was very suspenseful because I'm like, oh, I wonder what this whole situation is with the parents, and then they answer it immediately. And they're like, it's a CIA.
What do you expect? It's a fucking Taylor Lautner film in 2011, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I was setting my expectations a bit too high.
What the fuck are the trailers with? I know it was that awful looking Conan the Barbarian remake with Jason Momoa. Which, I don't think anyone fucking watched. This was, back when Jason Momoa just got his start on, Game of Thrones and all that. So this is, before, Aquaman and all that. So this was, back when he was, still, kind of relatively unknown. But he was, just the kind of, I wouldn't say cliche action star, since they didn't really use him in many movies. But, this was, back when he was just, the big... intimidating Khal Drogo man, kind of shit.
Is that not him now? It was Momoa before Momoa. Oh yeah, but now he has sort of a cute
he's
vibe
he's so goofy, but also he's gonna be known as Aquaman now. Khal Drogo, that was his big break before. That was what he was known as, but because that he was only in one season. Plus, no one likes Game of Thrones anymore. After the
cancelled
certain events. Season 8, but he will be forever known as Aquaman, which it's not a bad gig to be remembered as.
I thought the Conan movie looks like a dumb 300. That was trying to be 300 or whatever, and there were just heaps of these slow-mo shots.
Yeah,
and
it because I haven't seen the original Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it just looked like it just sucked all the charm, the goofy, cheesy charm out of that movie, because it just felt soulless, honestly.
Yeah, it seemed like it looked a bit like Scorpion King also to me, and I was like, no, I don't need this.
I'm mentally checking out of this.
Seems a bit dumb. And then there was one that's not really worth mentioning because that actually seemed like an okay movie, was Warrior. But then it just was like...
Oh, yeah, Warrior, yeah. But the trailer... Oh, yeah, I heard the movie's actually pretty good, but the trailer looked fucking awful. the trailer was genuinely awful. It was so fucking, like, just... It felt like I was watching a Lifetime movie and all that.
Yeah, also the amount of testosterone in it, it seemed like that it was like boxing, UFC, Army Man.
But the way it was done, though, it was just so, like, fucking cheesy and, like... I felt like I was watching, like, a trailer for, like, that was made in the 80s or some shit for, like, a Rocky film.
It was going all over the place. Yeah, it was everywhere.
It's just, I didn't get good vibes from the trailer, but apparently the movie's supposed to be good, so, yeah, maybe I'll watch it at some point, because I like Tom Hardy, I like Joel Edgerton, I like Nick Nolte, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, there's got to be 3 of them if you want us to talk about Warrior. But,
Yeah.
There were 3 of these trailers, and also, we are not strict to just doing hard set series, I reckon. Yeah. I think that we can do
a trailers.
Scream 4 DVD trailer marathon.
Jesus Christ.
Of all the movies. That's what the fans want to see.
Yeah, that's what the fans want to see. They want to hear us talk about the trailer for Abduction and Conan the Barbarian. Yes.
Before I forget too, is that at the end of all these trailers too, it was like, for exclusive content, go to our Facebook page. So Facebook must have been huge.
Yeah, this was like 2011, so like, it was still big. This was like before, like, the Facebook moms and the Minion memes and like all those political fucking 50-year-old cunts were like, just use that as like their cesspool of just like arguing and like shit posting and all that.
And now for people over 30, Facebook is not cool anymore. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
For people, Facebook is not the cool go-to because of Minions memes and fucking political debates the whole time.
It's also just because Facebook just kind of sucks nowadays. Like, I don't know. It's just, you got better social media apps out there, honestly. Like, I don't use Twitter, but, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, you got better stuff. Facebook just kind of feels ancient. It's a fucking relic, honestly.
I like Instagram because you have to attach a photo to it. So then it's like, on Facebook, there's too much freedom to just put whatever the fuck you want to on there.
And, sometimes people take it too far and just post just stupid, disgusting... Not disgusting, like gore shit.
Disgusting.
I'm just saying, like, disgusting, like, just, like, saying stupid shit.
Just saying disgusting things, like, I just picked my nose
I just
farted.
Which I'm not going to act all high-minded to. I used to post all the time on Facebook when I was, like, fucking 14, 15, 16... It's the worst shit ever. Maybe one day we'll do a review of my Facebook page or whatever. But
that would be that deserves its own.
That'll
series.
be for a spin-off series.
Yes, exactly. Someone else has to discuss it. Someone that has no idea who you are.
Oh god, no!
Oh my god, imagine that as a fucking podcast idea. People just going through random Facebook accounts, reviewing people's Facebook accounts that they've never met before ever.
Well, look, I'm like
face fuck me. That's what it's called.
That's actually not a bad title, honestly.
Yeah. God, I'm sorry. I've been swearing a lot this episode. I think that I'm hyped up.
Yeah, I'm hyped up, and also like I'm running on like fuck all sleep. So yeah. So if I end up like just passing out halfway through this episode, then you know why.
I think that this is a good time now at the 18-minute mark for us to start talking about the movie.
Oh my god, Reese, what movie are we talking about again?
We're talking about Scream 4, in case anyone forgot, which I don't blame you for forgetting.
Here is my Whisboro Massacre anniversary question. What is your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie?
One generation's tragedy is the next one's a joke.
What is your favorite scary movie, man?
I'll show you.
This week marks the anniversary of the infamous Woodsboro murders. Local celebrity victim Sydney Prescott chose to return to her hometown.
Welcome home, Sydney. Watch the preview of coming events.
Would you like to start us off with the discussion?
Sure. So with this one, very stimulating at the start because of all the meta stab stuff.
Yeah,
you think that you're watching Scream 4, but then it's Stab 5, and then people are watching Stab 5, so it's Stab 6, and then the actual first death in the movie in the world of Scream 4.
Yeah.
There was this one of the chicks was like making this really deep sort of commentary on the Stab movies, being like, if the start of Stab 6 is the start of Stab 5, what does that mean about Stab 5? Is that the start of Stab 4?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. It's just like,
so dumb. No, that's not how it works.
Then what? Like, if the start of Stab 2 is the start of Stab 1, then what's the start of Stab 1? Is the Stab fucking
yeah. Stab 0? Does that mean that there's a forgotten movie? No, it just means that's how they fucking structured the movie.
Yeah, that was kind of fucking really goddamn weird.
It just made me cringe heaps because it was trying to be like, oh, this character gets movies and is like deep film analysis people. Like we are, Kane. Oh my god, she's just like us, like the discussions that we have.
Oh, we gotta get her on the podcast, bro. We gotta get her character on the podcast, bro.
Oh yes, yeah, exactly.
I don't remember what her name was, but yeah, we'll get her on the podcast.
Oh well, she's very memorable. Of course,
oh yeah,
definitely. As we could.
No,
see.
you know how memorable she is. She doesn't even get a fucking like death scene. She just gets like killed off screen, then chucked through the window.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Which is just like, it just shows her how memorable she is. I did like her friend's kill though. It was a nice kind of homage to Tatum's death in the first movie with the garage door. Not exactly,
that was cool.
not crushing her through the doggy door, but you know the garage door closes down, clamps from the back and all that, and you know it was a nice cute scene and all that. It was a nice like throwback to because like this movie is basically it's not a reboot or a remake, but the main theme of this film, like, you know, the third one talks about trilogies and all that. Second one was sequels, obviously. This one's like talking about like remakes of basically because 2000 like early 2010s, 2011 was like peak horror movie remake days where like, you know, you had Michael Bay's fucking production company Platinum Dunes making god awful remakes of Friday the 13th. Oh, actually Friday the 13th was okay, but you know, you got Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, fucking you know what I mean. You get the point. There was a lot of remakes at the time, and you know, Scream 4 was like, okay, let's talk about that then.
Pretty much like every horror movie that I could think of around that area were mainly remakes and reboots or stuff like that. And I think that I asked you like not that long ago when we were marathoning a movie, I'm like, can you think of any good horror movie around that time that wasn't a reboot? Or like, actually, no, I just said any good horror movie around that time.
See, like, I can't...
Evil Dead remake is the only thing that I thought of.
Evil Dead remake, that one's fucking sick. You got The Conjuring, which like I personally think's kind of overrated, not gonna lie.
Oh, I like The Conjuring.
I like it. I just don't love it. Also, I just hate what it created because I fucking hate The Conjuring verse. I think most of the spin-offs are fucking... I've actually only seen Annabelle 1 and 2. I refuse to watch I haven't watched The Nun. I haven't watched like Weeping Woman. The only one I can say I liked was Conjuring 2.
Yeah, I've only seen the mainline ones.
Yeah.
And honestly, Conjuring 2, I think is fucking mad.
Conjuring 2 is fucking sick. I love the like the gothic Victorian, like not gothic, but like, you know, the creepy I keep saying Victorian. Fuck, is this in the goddamn 1700s?
British.
Yeah, like the British setting of the 1970s. It's a good creepy setting and all that. But we're not talking about Conjuring. We're talking about fucking Scream 4,
yes,
bro.
Yeah, exactly. We are. So right away, I could tell that this definitely isn't your typical Scream movie. And you know what told me that, Kane?
What told you that?
Open up my Scream box set, my DVD box set.
Yeah.
And the Scream 4 disc is black. It was not silver like the other ones.
Oh, really?
And the font was changed slightly. So, see, it's a whole new ball game here, man.
They're saying your mama's Scream movie. This is a Scream for a new generation.
Yeah, this is the new generation of Scream Fanatics movie.
Ooh, but no,
and sorry.
No.
Do you have anything?
No. I'll say it in a second. You go first.
I was gonna say, and speaking about this being the new generation of Scream movies, I totally forgot how many like characters and the actors from our generation and from our current pop culture were in this movie. Totally forgot. People like Alison Brie, the chick from Until Dawn. Do you know her name?
Hayden Panettiere.
Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden Panettiere. I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce it. But yeah, she's in it. You got Emma Roberts from who you know been like Scream Queens and all that shit. I think she was in American Horror Story as well.
Yeah, she was definitely.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of faces that you're like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. And you got Macaulay Culkin's brother in it as well. Fucking Rory Culkin, bro. Jesus Christ.
And also the dude that plays the knockoff Randy, I think his name is Robbie.
Yeah.
How on the nose is that? It's not Randy, it's Robbie.
See,
totally different.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked Robbie's character, but like I liked... I don't know. I guess I just have a soft spot for him because he reminds me. His character reminded me a lot of me when I was like younger and all that obnoxious, fucking filming shit all the time, talk about movies, not shutting up.
Oh my god, that does sound like you.
Oh my god,
that's
so me.
teenager. Oh my god.
But no, like they were clearly trying to make like a new age Randy and all that.
Oh
which,
yeah.
You know, credit to them for trying, but you just can't replace Jamie Kennedy, bro.
The modern day movie geek is now a YouTuber, is a vlogger. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. They were really trying for that, which, like, credit to them. It's 2011, whatever. It was like back when YouTube was like, back when I think 2010, 2011 was like really when YouTube was like really starting to take off and all. Because like back then it was just made for like stupid videos and all that shit.
I definitely didn't mind the character either. I think he's definitely...
I didn't mind him. He was one of the more Well, actually, can I just say this? I thought most of the supporting characters in this one were actually kind of alright. Not gonna lie.
I totally agree.
Like, a lot more memorable than Scream 3 and Scream 2, I will say.
I remember the name Robbie.
Mm-hmm. I remember pretty much most of their names, for better and for worse, and I'll get to that a bit later, unless you want to talk about the...
I want to keep on talking about Robbie just first.
Oh, you want to keep talking about Robbie? Alright.
Yeah, he deserves a whole segment to himself.
Yeah, why not? He's alright. Yeah, go on.
Definitely his archetype are, like, made for viewers like me and you to be like, oh, I sort of relate to him. Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely, because, like, especially since we weren't kids in the 90s and all that, so we could relate to Randy, but we couldn't as well because we didn't work at video stores as much as you and
God
I would love to.
our souls,
yeah, but anyways, you going with Robbie?
He would be annoying as fuck though.
Oh yeah, fucking oath.
Oh my god, yeah, like we were talking about how why is everyone friends with Randy in the first couple of movies?
Yeah,
because like they just don't mesh with anyone else. He doesn't seem to really mesh with his friends that well, and like they just seem to be pissed off by him. Why would they really interest Randy in the first place? Like, but Robbie, way harder to be around.
I don't think Robbie even has any... I don't think anyone even in the movie even likes him, except for fucking...
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay... Oh, Charlie, yeah, that was his name.
Charlie.
You said Macaulay Culkin, bro.
Macaulay Culkin?
No, Rory Culkin.
Oh, yeah, his brother.
Yeah, Ron Culkin.
I said Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Oh, I didn't hear the brother part. I'm just thinking, bro, come on.
No, I knew that it wasn't him.
You have blonde hair. He has brown hair in this one.
I know, I definitely know that it wasn't him. Don't worry. Maybe I said it wrong.
No, I just probably misheard
it. See, I fucked it up. See, we're not ready for this game.
No.
We're not ready for this yet.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, everyone, for wasting your time.
God. Yeah, no, but, I don't... Yeah, he clearly is not very popular. Like, fucking... it's not hard to see why. He's, like, fucking filming the three main girls, fucking Kirby, Jill, and Olivia. He's, like, filming them, being like, what's your favorite scary movie? Blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, oh, yeah. Fucking when... Okay, so when the quote unquote hot girl, the I think the Tatum stand-in for this one, Olivia dies. Fucking immediately when it's announced in the classroom, Robbie starts making a goddamn joke.
Recording.
He starts first he starts recording and then starts saying, "What's your favorite scary movie?" It's just like, shut up, bro.
And yeah, what the fuck? How insensitive! Like that type of character that's supposed to be like us, like the movie nerd person. Like most of those people would be socially aware enough to not fucking do that.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
Not go like, movie reference when this person in my class died. How fucking stupid.
God, it's just, this reminds me of the time when blank did blank.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. It's like, it's one step away from a fucking Family Guy skit. Jesus Christ.
And fun movie nerd fact is that he was the son, he played the son in Saw 2, the one that, of the detective.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah, he did. Like, you know the one that, was in the house?
I know who you're talking about, yeah. No fucking way.
He did. That was him. When we do our Saw marathon, we will see Robbie locked in the safe. Spoiler alert. That's Saw 2.
Dude, this is actually like I'm not faking this reaction or anything, but like that I did not even fucking know that.
Yes, I'm so glad that I didn't mention when we were watching. I'm so tempted. Wrote in my notes though.
Dude, oh my god, fuck yes.
Because he looked super familiar, and I was like, where do I know this guy from? And I'm like, yes, it was Saw 2.
I got that vibe where I was like, I've seen this kid before in some film. He has this kind of familiar face, but damn, okay, fucking hell. Jesus.
And of course, this movie wouldn't be a Scream movie without Dewey and Gale bickering. Their marriage is... they've been married for 10 years and stuff's starting to seem a bit stale.
Gale's feeling
Gale's feeling stale.
She's just a housewife now. You know, she's not a reporter. She's not a book writer anymore. She's feeling jealous of Sydney because Sydney in this movie, which I like. Sydney's also kind of still a little bit kind of not pushed to the sidelines in this movie, but you can definitely tell that, like, it's not really her movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, but I did like that they had her not... They carried on from what they did at the end of Scream 3 with her kind of getting over her trauma, and then this one, she's using her trauma in a positive way to kind of... what's it called? Like, spread awareness and all that shit of, like, her tale of survival and how, like, she managed to overcome these trials and tribulations that the Ghostface killings how they affected her and how she got over it.
And that's when her conflict arises, where her trauma is opened back up.
Yes.
And on top of, like, the symbolism of her posters for her new book that sort of got her over her trauma.
Yeah.
Are covered in blood now in the boot of Gale's car. Oh, no, in the boot of Alison Brie's car.
Yeah, in the rental car, yeah.
So, that poor lady.
I know. I didn't even know Alison Brie was in this movie, because, like, when I originally watched this movie, I didn't even know who she was. I think I knew... The first time I ever knew of Alison Brie was because she was in the Lego movie. That's all I knew. That's all I knew her from.
That's awesome.
I didn't know Community existed, nor had I ever watched it at that point, which I still haven't. I've watched, like...
Still need to. Oh my God.
I've watched a few episodes, and I really like it. I'm just lazy with TV shows.
I got the security guard at work. Shout out to Kaz, loveliest man alive. I got him to start watching it, and he's not into movies at all, so, like, I don't think that he would really, like... It wouldn't really resonate with him, all the movie references and genre finesse and all stuff like that. Yeah. But he still loves it, and it makes me so fucking happy.
Fuck yeah.
So, Community is my favorite TV show, for those that don't know, listening to the podcast. Fuck, that movie, that TV show. I'm biggest fan, but I don't even know what it is. That TV show, definitely formative of who I am today, I reckon. And I could not be happier that series is what formed me into me. But then also, speaking of Gale and Dewey, is that Gale looks a little bit different in this movie. I don't know. 10 years, she aged very strangely. Her mouth got a little bit bigger, and her...
she's looking a bit kind of scary right now.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, no, you can definitely tell that, like, this is post, like, plastic surgery, Courtney Cox and all that. Yeah, I didn't mean to break...
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry to break this.
No way.
She went through a bit of changes in the last 10 or so years. Also, just going back to the whole... When you mentioned, like, Dewey and Gale are, their marriage is on the rocks, they're bickering, and this one is at least mercifully, like... I wouldn't say downplay, but it's like it's not as it's not as prevalent in this one as it was in, say, like Scream 3 or Scream 2.
It feels more like an actual meaningful conflict that's going on in their relationship.
Yeah, I
that
guess
they've been
so.
married for 10 years and stuff's starting to be a bit stale, and like Dewey has gotten to the point in his career where he's like now sheriff. He's sort of gotten what he wants, but then Gale has turned into like a housewife sort of thing.
Gale is just not satisfied. Like
instead of it being fucking like petty high school shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh hey Gale.
Yeah, it's
being so selfish over there. It's like you can see that they still love each other, but they're just struggling with whatever domestic
it's just
issues they've got on.
It's a marital strain and all that. It's just like a bit of like a little bit of jealousy and all that, because like you said, Dewey's got what he wants. He's the sheriff and all that, and Gale, she's an ambitious woman. She just wants more. Yeah,
you're definitely right. That's where all the where most of the theme I think comes from the movie of like Gale wanting to get out there again. And I honestly I totally forgot what the ending was. So I'm very happy because all the surprises were surprises to me. Like when Charlie stabbed the
Hayden Panettiere's character,
Hayden. Then whatever. I don't know.
Just call it Kirby.
Kirby. Oh yeah, her name is Kirby. Yeah. When Charlie stabbed Kirby, I was like, no way.
Really?
No way. Yeah, I totally forgot.
It's been years since I've watched the movie, but everything was still fresh in my mind. I still remembered everything that had happened. So it wasn't really much of a surprise to me, but more so just like, it was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, sweet.
Oh, I don't envy you, because honestly, like, I thought that was really well done, and I was so, like, it affected me heaps, because I was like, what? Like, I really wanted them to get together.
Yeah.
Too, because, because also, like you were saying before, good side characters.
Yeah.
They were both really good characters, really relatable, and I thought,
I felt like, they played off each other really well and all
they
that.
felt human.
Yes,
And yeah, compared to past characters in the series, who, like who the fuck are they?
Like you got Scream 3 where everyone's just acting like a fucking, like, just cartoon character, which I get, which I will say maybe kind of fits the vibe, since, you know, that movie takes place in Hollywood and all that, and, you know, everyone in Hollywood's like, you know, overly animated and fucking like playing a character even when they're off the screen and all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then you got like Scream 2, which is just like, whatever.
Who are these people?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Sydney's best friend, who?
Sydney's best friend, what?
Yeah.
Oh no, she died? Oh shit.
Oh god, I loved whatever her name was.
Oh no, yeah, I don't even fucking remember.
I think her name was Allie.
Oh, it might have actually been Allie, yeah.
Because, and I only remember that because I was so surprised when I heard her name when she died.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, she has a name. Oh, alright. So I was very surprised with that, as well as the actual, like, the killer reveal of it being fucking... Jill. Kane is really good at remembering characters' names. I'm terrible at remembering character names.
Mate, they don't call me the movie nerd for nothing, bro.
So Jill, I thought was really good. That really surprised me. But what I was saying before is that I thought that maybe it was going to be Gale is the killer.
Really?
Yeah, I thought possibly also maybe influenced by the the killer reveal in the TV show. Yeah. Because that's one that I do remember a lot of. Is that, I thought that it was going to be her because she's trying to, like, get back in the spotlight.
You thought, like, she's trying to, like, you know... okay.
Because when she kept on being, like, pushed out of the investigation...
you thought she would have snapped or whatever and just, like, done that shit?
No, because she kept on being like, what do you mean I shouldn't be involved in this? I literally wrote the book on it. And, like, I thought that was very, like, so you expect to be in the investigation and get back there. But that wasn't the case, which is... glad about.
You talking about it, actually, about how, like, Gale, your theory were Gale committing the murders for, like, you know, to write a new book or some shit about it. It kind of like, it kind of makes sense. It just reminds me of, like, the whole thing with, like, why Jill wanted to do the murders and all that, because she wanted to be famous and all that. Which I will say, I didn't hate the motivation of her reasons to start killing and all that. I didn't hate her motivation in this movie.
Yeah, I thought it was fair enough.
I thought it was nice. I don't like. I'm not as. I say that because I'm not as, like, frustrated. It didn't frustrate me as much as, like, number 2 and number 3's killer reveals and all that, because, like, you know, all those killer reveals, they had potential to be fucking amazing and really, like, just heart-wrenching and shocking and all that, when really it's just like, okay, it's the fucking prima donna director that was in, like, maybe 3, 4 scenes. Oh no, it's Debbie Salt. Oh wait, no, it's Mrs. Loomis in the second movie. And Timothy Olyphant as well for some fucking reason.
Oh yeah, that guy who was also in 2 scenes. Him.
This one frustrated me definitely less, and, like, sure, it's a bit kind of on the nose, where it's like, kids will do anything for... These kids these days, they'll do anything for a bit of internet fame these days, even commit murder. It's a bit on the nose, but you know what? It's not bad. It's okay.
You know what also is, like, sort of cool about it, too, is that it's somewhat believable because, like, sad thing is that there are people out there doing that. Yeah,
exactly. There are people that will do anything for fame and, you know, will even... do fucked up shit like this. So it is kind of relevant to maybe like back then, like, but especially, like, nowadays and all that. Not even, like, you know, committing, you know, you don't have teens these days committing murders, but you do have teens doing, like, horrible fucked up shit and all that just for a bit of internet
shock
fame.
value,
for shock value, for internet clout, for fucking views, follows, likes, like. Yeah, it became a lot more relevant when you really think about it, like, over the years. Like, it was relevant in 2011, but, like, especially 2020, like, damn, man.
It seems a lot more believable because we've actually heard of things like that happening.
Yeah, same.
I think, like, a lot of, like not to bring up a horrible subject, but, like, school shootings and stuff like that, with all these like with all the people that are doing them, sort of making it this big elaborate thing, sort of like a movie to get infamous. And we're with like all the other sort of not petty, but the more localized. Let's just say the motivation of the killer in Scream 3 being like, you got to have mum when I didn't. She chose you over me. It's like, have you? I've not heard of anyone being that jealous to the point of killing many, 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 many people. It's a lot more far-fetched, it feels.
Yeah, true.
So I think that made the ending a lot more satisfying. And also, like, speaking of the ending being satisfying, also just done really well as well.
Yeah.
I thought really, really cool final act. Didn't drag on too much. Hospital scene, also pretty freaking great. Because when you think it's all fairly done, and then you think that Jill is like getting away with it.
Yeah, you think like, she fully killed Sydney. You think like, she's all good and all that. But then like, go on.
And then Dewey's like, and then Jill's there like, oh my god, how's Sydney, thinking that she's dead?
Yeah.
And Dewey's like, I have good news. She could be okay. And then you start to feel a bit freaked out for Jill because you're like, oh my god, like all these people are gonna die, like have already died.
Yeah.
And then your plan isn't even gonna take off. So that was really intense. And then the whole fight scene there, I always get I cringe heaps, as in like a good cringe, like a sort of cringe.
You could tell like it felt like you could tell a lot of those hits fucking hurt. Like, the choreography and shit was well done.
Her like Jill kneeling on Sydney's stomach when she just got stitches. Oh, I fucking hate stuff like that.
I don't like that shit.
Newly done surgery and stuff like that.
Yeah,
getting trauma put against it right away always gets me because it's such like, I think for me it's the merge of like a very controlled manipulation of or organic chemistry, or like your actual body is then merging with the totally uncontrolled and out of disorganized manipulation of it. I hate that.
It's fucked. I hate that shit.
Even her, like, when Dewey leaves the room, Jill, like, right away, ripping out her IB.
Oh,
like, that's just, I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah, Dan. That bitch was fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah. She was very, very... Oh, yeah, like, when
great way to
that
just,
bitch crazy.
Great way just, like, some of the character. That bitch fucking mad, bro.
That bitch fucking crazy.
Oh, my God.
And even, like, speaking of her being crazy, like, when she's there injuring... Oh, sorry, I'm gonna burp. Oh, no.
Disgusting.
Oh, God. At least I didn't vomit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so... her, like, injuring herself before she goes to the hospital.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah, again, very, very convincing. Probably the worst one was when she was pressing the knife up against her shoulder and then rammed herself into the doorway.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And then she let out a really convincing scream. That was like,
another nice kind of, like, throwback to, Scream 1 when Billy and Stu, were, like, injuring each other and all that. Except, this time, she's independent, she can do it herself. She don't need no man to help.
Oh, my God, yeah, and it's really representative of the 21st century now that she's an independent woman, doesn't need the man's help.
Scream 4 is progressive.
Yeah,
lads,
progressive, crazy bitches.
Yeah, great. That's great.
And sorry to go like all over the place.
No,
but
that's all right.
There's one of the middle deaths, probably around like the half an hour to the 40-minute mark, when Jill and Kobe are in Jill's bedroom and they look over the road. When Ghostface is like, I'm in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, no, you're not. And then he's like, I didn't say which closet I'm in. And then kills the chick across the road.
Yeah.
I love then when she gets killed and then Sydney, like, they all run over there to, like, check out the murder. And then Sydney takes a call and is just hanging out in the blood-soaked room of this chick. Just a dead body in the bedroom. Bro. Just chilling. Just like, oh my God, you'll never guess what happened. And then she has some other conversation there. Yeah. And I was just thinking the whole time, like, just the smell alone, being in there and being amongst this dead body with all the blood soaked everywhere. Fuck that. No way that you could deal with that.
Look, Sydney's been through this shit already. Like, to her, this is just another Saturday, bro.
Yeah, true. This is the fourth freaking time in my life that this has happened.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, yeah, whatever, okay, I've been through this, like, multiple fucking times. Like, whatever, I could deal with this.
God, have some self-respect, Sydney. Just leave the room just to save your nostrils from the freaking dead the dead meat that's in there. Oh my god.
I was, dude, that kill was fucking brutal though. Like when Ghostface is killing their friend Olivia, that shit. Like he was going rough, bro. Like Jesus Christ, you'd swear the cunt was like misogynistic or some shit. Like just like.
Well, it was Charlie, so I guess he's sort of what.
Mate, that is that is true. Yeah. It could be a representation of like how the misogynistic viewpoints of like males in the 21st century and all that. You know what I mean?
The best
don't
way
mean to get political or anything, but yeah.
The best way to describe Charlie is the incel killer.
Yes,
because his motivations.
Oh my god, yes, this is. Oh, that's funny.
That was like, and also really out of the blue is that so he stabs Kirby as his first like out there kill
on screen
kill,
first, on screen kill as the like after he's been revealed as the killer,
and she's like, why are you doing this, like I really liked you, and he's like 4 years too late or some shit like that. 100% incel killer.
Oh, definitely, fucking hell.
Like, you deserved me and now you don't. Waited too long.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot that was his motivation. Jesus Christ.
I know, the relatable, the relatable, less annoying movie nerd character, massive incel.
Jesus Christ, fucking hell.
But at least he wasn't recording everything the whole fucking time.
Thank goodness, thank the gods.
And these two movie nerds though, pretty cool with all the events and stuff that they're holding.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I wish we should have fucking held events like this when we were in high school.
It's a little bit meta, as in even with the podcast that when we start talking about the Stabathon.
Yeah.
So we're doing a podcast about marathoning movies, and in this movie that we're marathoning, they're also marathoning the movies that are within that universe, which are the movies that we're watching type thing.
My brain melt, bro.
And it's about two guys as well.
Yeah.
Who are you? An incel or the annoying dude? Well, you did sort of say before that you were like a lot like Robbie.
Like a Robbie back then.
Okay, then I have to take the mantle of incel killer.
Yeah, sorry, mate. You know, you can't reject the cards that have been given to you, bro. You just got to roll with them.
God,
sorry.
that's heartbreaking.
Sorry.
Oh, and he still never like got with Kirby then because he killed her. Like, oh, what a.
Yeah, you didn't even.
Can't believe that he missed out on that.
He only got to kiss her once because fucking. Oh my god.
Oh, that dude.
Can we mention like the worst fucking
Jill's
side
boyfriend.
character in this movie?
Definitely the worst one.
Fucking Trevor. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Also, Trevor's on the movie poster for this movie too.
Yes.
Movie poster is very stupid, but I'll really quickly because this will be really quick.
Go on.
Movie poster is really dumb because Sydney looks really hollow. Like she looks really, really like stretched out and skinny.
The lighting for her really like highlights her like the front,
her cheekbones.
It makes her cheekbones look very like just sucked in, like she's a skeleton or some shit, or like she's just very malnourished.
And then Kirby's on there, which is fair enough. Trevor's on there for some reason, and he serves fucking zero relevance, really.
The only purpose he really serves is to be kind of a red herring as the, is Trevor the killer? Could he have started killing because he wants Jill back or some shit? Which, like, could I just say, like, there were several scenes just dedicated to the whole, like, oh, Jill and Trevor, oh, he broke her heart, oh, shit. It's just like, I don't fucking care about that, dude.
I think maybe this is just, like, trying to defend the movie and what it's trying to do, because maybe it is that Trevor's character and his purpose is sort of like the trigger because because he cheated on Jill. And that's a very like, oh, you chose this girl over me, and it sort of made Jill like question her own importance and how much attention.
Maybe that's the point that kind of threw over the edge because like she reveals before, like one of her reasons for like doing the killings is like not only for like fame and all that, but like mainly, but like the fame is sprouting from her jealousy towards Sydney because like they're cousins in the movie, and all that she would ever hear was stuff about Sydney. So she felt like kind of like not casted out or anything, but she felt like just she was living in the shadow of her cousin, of her much more famous cousin.
She's so lucky. Everyone got killed around her.
Oh my god, yeah. She's like got so much trauma and all that, but she wrote a book.
Pretty much the only friends that she has left are Joey and Gail.
Oh
really?
My god.
God, that's awful. awful, and they're always fucking fighting. Imagine
Jesus
that. Imagine
Christ.
that all your friends are murdered, besides the two that aren't a couple and always fight with each other.
Yeah, well, that sounds like just my life right now. So, like,
Oh.
I don't know, man.
What? Who? No, well, we can't say names, but don't worry. To all of our friends, I don't think that there's anyone specific that he's talking about.
No, I know. No, I'm not talking about anyone.
Kane like
specifically.
winks at me. He's like, you know.
You know, mate. You fucking know. No. I'm fucking with you guys. All my friends are healthy and happy and unmarried. Don't worry.
Yeah. No marriages going on there. This also came to mind with when the reveal. This was during the hospital scene where Jill was being just a bitch, you know, being very violent and stuff. And my mum watched my mum watched probably the last hour of the movie with us.
Yeah.
And and it was just us quietly watching the movie, and then Mum goes, oh, "She's a naughty girl.
She's a naughty girl.
What a naughty girl, you know, killing all those people."
Yeah,
pretty
she's
naughty.
Just being a bit of a meanie. You know, she could maybe tone it down a bit and all that.
Oh, she's getting cold for Christmas, definitely this year. No frozen oranges.
Time out for sure.
She's a very naughty girl.
Ew, don't say it like that. People are gonna think it's a different way. She's a very naughty girl.
Yeah, maybe that's what my mum was talking about.
Yes.
Or maybe she was into it.
Yes.
Forgive me, Mum.
Seeing Emma Roberts murder people. Yes, it gets me going.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh god. Fucking hell.
So how do you think this movie finalized the series? Do you think it was needed? Do you think it was a good finale?
All right. Personally, for me, I find the ending of Scream 3,
the people, bro.
Personally, I think Scream 3, Faults Aside, was it was a really nice conclusion. Mainly just like the ending and all that. Like the rest of the movie's so fucking all over the place.
Literally just the last scene.
I found, Scream 3 was a nice kind of concluding. It was a good conclusion. The ending was a good conclusion to like the series and all that. And while Scream 4, I kind of find it a little bit unnecessary. Like they didn't need to make a Scream 4. However, it does kind of fit into the context of like, the series being all meta and all that, tackling the rules and, not trials and tribulations, like the codes and conventions of horror movies and all that. I feel like it's kind of fitting that they would make a Scream 4 during like the early 2010s and all that, during like the boom of horror movie remakes. And I don't think that it's kind of like, it's like an El Camino situation. It's like they didn't need to make a movie sequel to Breaking Bad, but they did. And it served its purpose. While I personally think that, I could have gone without it. I'm not upset with it existing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely. I think that I agree with the entire thing. Very, very small sidebar though. I freaking love El Camino. I think it is like a 10 out of 10 movie. That could even probably not stand on its own. I can't really say because I only had watched it with the prior experience of watching the entire series. Yeah. But I think when watching that, because as you've probably seen, Kane and I are a little bit pessimistic when we watch movies and try and criticize as much as we can and point out the little details that we don't like.
To be fair, we also watch a lot of shit movies as well.
Yeah, exactly.
On purpose, but yeah.
But even with good movies, I think we're still trying to look out for things that we can criticize. And that's just the critical analysis of our brain.
Well, especially like right now, we're doing the podcast and all that. So we have like talking points and all that.
We probably more talk about bad things than good things.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Well, when we watch all the Wes Anderson stuff next, we're probably going to be more talking about good things.
I'm going to fucking hate them, bro.
Yeah, God, artsy shit.
This will actually, speaking of Wes Anderson, it's going to be good that when we do that for our next series, because I've only seen one Wes Anderson movie, and that's Fantastic Mr. Fox. So I'm very much looking forward to watching everything else, because I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know jack shit about the Bottle Rocket.
Yeah, Bottle Rocket.
I know jack shit about like his earlier films. I know stuff about like his later films, but never seen them, so it's going to be very interesting. But anyways, that'll be for later.
Yeah. With this, I definitely agree that I think that it wasn't needed, but I think it served a purpose.
Yeah, no.
And thank God for Wes Craven, another director, Wes. Yeah. Is that he? I think that he had a solid idea of what he wanted to make it about.
He had a plan,
which is about he was man with a plan.
He was Dutch Van der Linde. He had a plan.
and so he actually was trying to make it about the whole like with all the other Scream movies, making it about the horror genre.
Yeah.
And I think he did it really well with what you're saying, the context of the 2010s and all these reboot remakes. I think maybe like it is good to look at the Scream series as a trilogy with then a reboot instead of an anthology, because I definitely agree with you as well that Scream 3, that final scene caps it off really, really well thematically, which is just another testament to why that alternative ending without that fucking scene makes so little sense. And thank God, there must have been, imagine like these decisions are probably made by like boardroom of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Where then there would be someone in that room most likely that went, hey, how about we just cut out that scene?
Yeah, it's
and we
a
just
bit too long.
there?
It's a bit too long. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I got really bored around the last scene.
I don't care about Dewey and Gail getting married and Sydney getting over a trauma. Fuck that. No.
And then if someone else would be like, but you want to leave in them bickering at the start? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it's the screenwriter. It's the script writer because of the Dawson's Creek experience. He's like, that's really important. That's what people want to see.
God.
Them getting married, I don't really care.
No, I don't like that. It's too much romance in my horror movie.
And and as a whole, I think it puts into perspective that this series is really important and says something about the horror and the slasher genre. And that makes me really happy. And I think makes it a really good starting point for our podcast.
Exactly. I just... wait, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
I only have, like, one final note, so it's up to...
I have a few, like, quick talking points I just wanted
go
to,
for
like,
it.
name off. Alright, so...
But we're not supposed to be saying this. We're supposed to be just doing it. Oh.
Well, like, no, like, talking points in my head and all that I just wanted to name off and all that, bruh.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Oh, no. First fight on the podcast.
You want to fucking go, cunt? You want to fucking, like, just... You want to fight on the podcast right now?
Bro, I can take you. I could take you.
We'll have a verbal... We'll have a verbal argument. No, we'll just scream into the mics just to,
that would sound awful.
Burst someone's eardrums and all that.
So what are your talking points?
Well, basically, first off, I just wanted to mention that cinematography speaking... Why the fuck did the movie look like it was coated in Vaseline?
Oh my god, I totally forgot to mention that. That's why... That's one of the things that we're going to forget if we have like a week between watching the movie and recording the podcast. Yes, you're very, very right. The lighting, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it felt like there were several shots where everything just feels blurry. It's way too like, it just felt, what's the fucking word to describe it? But yeah, it just felt way too like overly saturated.
Yes, definitely. It was like sickly bright.
Yeah.
That it seemed like the cinematography of like maybe not a Rob Zombie movie, but like a grimy desert movie, if you know what I mean.
I guess, yeah.
Like, it was just way too yellow everywhere.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like the same town that were in the first three movies.
No, it didn't.
Because the lighting, it seemed like it was a town right out of Nevada. Only a couple of K's away from a desert.
Yeah.
And it just was, like, really hot. It seemed really hot and uncomfortable. And yeah, it was, but the camera was very clear. The clarity was cool.
Like you know, like it's a well shot movie and all that. I just wish that the lighting wasn't so disgustingly bright and all that, and it didn't look like someone rubbed like petroleum jelly on the lens
on all the film.
Like, Jesus Christ, like someone must have been like jerking off or some shit. And you know they stopped halfway through, and then they were touching someone knocks on the door. He's like whoa, and he like accidentally touches the lens for the main camera. He's like oh shit, and then he like forgot to fucking clean it and all that shit.
Thank God that the freaking substance you were talking about was going to be Vaseline. I thought it was going to go in a totally different direction.
No, not same consistency.
Oh, thank God.
God damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. I also just want to mention that is it just me? Did Dewey not do much in this movie?
Yeah,
he didn't. He really didn't. This was more so Gail's time to kind of shine on the spotlight. She was trying to like do more shit in this one by like befriending Robbie and Charlie. Putting cameras up around the Stabathon, like the Stabathon barn that they were like watching the films and trying like catch the killer.
I think that Dewey's goals were already met at the start of the movie, though. I think that's why it's like his whole sort of character and what is driving him throughout the entire series. That he
Yeah.
wants to be taken more seriously, not
guess,
just the
yeah.
kid cop. And then finally in this movie, we're introduced that he has been taken seriously. He has people that look up to him, and he has that label of sheriff in town.
Yeah.
So he's finally been taken serious. So they're sort of like, oh, what else has to be said with him? He's more sort of a plot device for Gale's arc in her.
I guess there's like not much you can really do with him in this one, since like, you know, he's what you said. He's
done.
He's done.
You're finished.
He's finished.
You're finished, Dewey.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, we don't need you anymore, Dewey. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, cunt. Wait. I also actually, speaking of Dewey, what was the point of the his assistant cop, bloody Jill Hicks or whatever?
Yeah.
They were, like, I guess they brought her in to kind of spark some.
Was her name Jill as well?
Is it?
You
No,
said Jill Hicks.
No, it was like something Jenny, maybe?
Maybe Jenny.
Maybe.
I don't know, but his assistant cop.
Yeah, his deputy was kind of useless. Like, I feel like the only point they really brought her in was to kind of like create tension, like create more tension for Dewey and Gale, since like maybe Gale was like a bit jealous of her or some shit, because like she's like clearly has a thing for Dewey and all that.
Which I thought you were talking about Gale. Gale clearly has a thing for Dewey, and it's like, yes.
Like I mean, look, I don't blame him, mate. Not Dewey, fucking David Arquette, beautiful man. Like,
yeah.
I had to get out my David Arquette thirsting for this podcast, bit later than usual, but still.
You know what is not very pretty of David Arquette in this one is on the movie poster.
Oh yes, he looks like a fucking dad.
Oh, he looks so much like a dad. Like, he looks really chunky compared to what he actually looks like in the movie. And every time that I see this, because also I'd watched this many years ago and then forgot everything, like the killer reveal and stuff like that. I even forgot that Dewey was in it, because looking at that poster, I thought that there was some fill-in for him as the cop character. That I'm like, oh, they got like a chubbier, older dude. But then, like, you see Dewey in the movie, and it's like, okay, I see how that's him, but it does not look like him at all. It looks like a classical horror movie cop who is killed, like, second in the movie or something like that.
Actually, speaking of Dewey and all that, again, is that I like how in this one they didn't have Dewey almost die. You know, it's how like in all three, like the first three movies, they had him almost die, and then this one they had Gale almost die. So that's a nice kind of like, because they were discussing like in remakes, like during like the discussion scene when they're in the class, when like Robbie and Charlie are in the classroom in Sydney and all that in the movie club. Sorry, they're discussing like the I don't remember what the line was, but they were like, the unexpected is the new cliche, I think it was.
Yeah.
So it was something along that line. So basically like, you do the same thing, but you just switch it up a little bit, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm kind of butchering it and
no,
all that.
I think that's a very, very good point that they've made. And and when I think of that, the most cliche thing about modern horror that I think of is that scene in The Conjuring where the mum is like looking in the basement, and then she like, it goes dark, and then she lights and it's all like intense, goes dark, and then she lights the lighter, and then it's fine, like it's not there. And then there's the clap that puts out the lighter, and then it's like, oh my god,
unexpected.
The unexpected, and it's that like bait and switch that I think is the biggest like modern horror movie trope.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
Gets your nerves up really, really high, then brings them down,
and then boom,
and then whoa, boom. And then takes it off where it was before. So I think that they were sort of going on that. In this one.
Yeah, I liked that they were like talking about that idea and all that shit, because like that was like a nice thing that I was thinking about these last few days.
Well, also, that reminds me of the movie club as well. Is I really like the set design, how it's movie club, but all the walls just had movie posters from horror movies. Like, that was it. And then on the board it just said Rear Window really big, but they weren't talking about Rear Window at all or anything. Like, it just seemed a bit.
Well, I mean, technically,
put a movie title on the board.
I mean, technically, it could be classed as a horror movie because there's killing in it.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. Well,
but nah, not like all the ones on the wall were like slasher movies or something, like horror movies. You would not put next to Friday the 13th. Stab, Rear Window. You wouldn't put that there.
Hey, look, if you talked to me when I was younger, I would have counted Rear Window as a horror movie, because like I counted Psycho as a horror movie when really that's a suspense thriller. Like, it's definitely a suspense thriller.
Well, I guess like I think a Psycho more of a it definitely is more of a suspense thriller. I think I only see it as like horror a little bit fitting into that category because of the like slasher vibe of it.
Yeah, it also because like it like kind of started it was one of the granddaddies of like the not the slasher genre but just like the killer genre. But no, not it's not the original granddaddy of it.
Yep, Kobe got that wrong.
As was discussed in Scream 4 with Peeping Tom, which you've actually seen.
I watched recently Peeping Tom. So during COVID, I never really watched movies by myself before. And then a friend, I think I've already said this, but a friend of work gave me like this huge pile of DVDs that I've been working through. And the first one that I picked to watch was Peeping Tom. And I took an edible just beforehand as well.
It's first time talking about drugs on the podcast.
Yeah, I think that we may have.
We probably have, knowing us.
But it was...
First time talking about drug use on the podcast.
Yeah, and... actually, sorry, I should have corrected myself just in case, like, putting this on the internet. A friend of mine took an edible just before watching the movie.
Yeah.
And then it kicked in, ran halfway through, and this movie, oh my god, on freaking... like weed edibles was insane. Just the colors and the weirdness of there's like the scene where it plays the like the old home movies that the father of the serial killer made when he was younger, and he put like a lizard on the kid's bed.
Yeah,
and just watching this lizard go all over the bed and make this child cry was just freaking bizarre and surreal to watch.
Jesus, I feel like I would have hated watching that if I was high and all that.
I loved
that
it.
would freak the fuck out of me.
But also, I wish that I didn't at the same time because it also seemed like a really good movie that I don't really remember too much about other than the experience of it. I don't really remember the movie. I more remember the experience that was going on in my head at the time I'm watching it. So I definitely need to watch it my friend definitely needs to watch it in a stable mind because that was very, very cool.
Yeah.
And also, it's cool movie. Yeah. But is there anything else that you would like to say about it, or can we wrap it up?
It's not. Oh, actually, we never talk. Actually, I just want to say this: we never talked about our favorite kills in Scream 3 and all that.
I know. I think that's a testament to how
forgettable the kills were. Yeah. Well,
how they're all just stabs.
Yeah. Actually, I just wanted. I can't really... Actually, I will... Actually, fuck it. I'll just say, favorite kill from Scream 3, Cotton Weary's death. But that's just because,
it's the only one that I can remember. And it was still just like a stabbing, though.
Yeah, well, I'm just picking that one because it's Liev Schreiber, so that's it. That's all I got.
Probably my favorite... what about Scream 4?
Scream 4, definitely, the cop... The dude... The cop... That was played by the dude from Kangaroo Jack.
Fuck yes, Kangaroo Jack, dude.
Yeah, because he gets, stabbed right in the... Because I think you missed it. He got stabbed right in the fucking forehead, gets out of the car, walks, a couple steps away, Ghostface just watching him, and then just, collapsed on the ground. I thought that was a fucking sick-ass scene.
And that's actually a good kill from Scream 3, is when Joe Swanston... When he gets stabbed in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And then he comes walking up to the door. And then falls over, a knife in his back.
That's a cool kill. You know what? That's also potential to be... Actually,
I will steal your kill from Scream 4 and put it as my Scream 3 favorite kill.
Oh, okay.
Before a different character.
Yeah.
And my Scream 4 favorite kill probably goes to the fake out kill of Sydney because it... the fake out kill of Sydney, like the one that you think is a kill.
I know what you're talking about, but that doesn't count. Why? Oh,
okay.
No.
Because I really was convinced.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we could include. I mean, you could do that.
I was really convinced that she was killed.
That's not legal. You can't fucking do that.
Okay, if you want a real kill. Then Kirby's kill, because that one, I did not know was coming.
Okay, yeah.
And also, the desperation of her trying to save Charlie at that point in time, and then he... Yeah.
Oh, that scene was fucking great. That's, one of my favorite scenes in the
really
movie.
Good scene, yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, well, all in all, your favorite kill is the Sydney Faker, but then...
Faker.
But then, to all the people that are like...
On a technicality.
That doesn't fucking count. Then, Kirby's kill.
Yeah, Kirby's kill on a technicality.
Yeah. I will also say that Trevor gets an honorable mention, mainly just because he gets popped in the head just to shut him up and all that, because I fucking hate that character.
Oh, I thought that you were going to say honorable mention because he gets shot in the dick.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
my mum did not like that. My mum went, ooh.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Went, oh, that naughty girl shooting him in the dick. Oh, I think that's maybe when she said that naughty girl.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Oh, castration, naughty girl.
Oh, very, very bad. Come on now, you can do better.
And And then my probably final note on this movie was that the main song that I attached to this movie is Something to Die For by The Sounds, which is probably my favorite, unironically my favorite song from the Scream series for their iconic credit songs that you think of when you think of the movie. Because this song, when I first watched the movie in like year 7 or something, put that on my iPod, listened to it all the fucking time, and I was mad. Did you hear me listening to What If
No,
I when I was in year 7?
I don't think anyone fucking would listen to that. God.
And imagine the kid in the back of the bus freaking
Jesus
playing
Christ.
Scream. Scream.
That's us nowadays.
Yeah, that's us now.
Now Scream
Scream.
The Scream song from Scream 2, that one's like kind of ironically good because it's kind of,
that's ironically
it's kind of
good,
fucking stupid, but I have a soft spot for it. It's a fun song, I guess.
Best music video has to go to What If, though.
Oh no, it's so bad, man. It's so like early 2000s garbage,
and it's so just like not Scream. Like
No,
there's
the only
like
reason
David
it is-
Arquette is
David
in it,
Arquette's
and Ghostface is too, and like it ends on a shot of Ghostface like
Flying,
fucking
like,
swan
fucking-
diving onto
diving,
David
like,
Arquette.
Batman and Batman Arkham Asylum or some shit. Jesus
Exactly,
Christ.
do a fucking air assassination from Assassin's Creed
Oh my
on David
God.
Arquette. Which, funnily enough, I can't remember when he does that in the movie. Can't remember when Ghostface does any air assassinations.
Yeah, me neither.
With his hidden blade.
Hey, look, maybe number 5 they'll do that.
Maybe. Which, yeah, there will be an update episode eventually when the
Yes.
5th one comes out. Hopefully we can see it in cinemas. That would be fantastic.
I don't know how I don't know if it's going to be good or not. It's good that they got the cast coming. It's going to be weird because like I don't think Kevin Williamson's writing it this time, and Wes Craven's obviously not directing it.
That makes me a bit scared.
I'm a bit worried as well, but like they got the original cast coming out. They got like fucking the kid from 13 Reasons. They got like
Clay.
Clay from 13
fuck
Reasons
that.
Why coming back.
Clay is the most boring. Well, the actor that plays Clay, in my opinion, is one of the most boring modern teen actors. Well, like he's not even teen.
He's not even
like
a teen.
25
He's
or
like
something.
mid-20s.
Yeah,
like
but plays all these teen characters.
Yeah.
And I just find him so boring.
He seems like a nice guy and all that, and
he's not gonna listen to this. It's I don't
hey,
really
you
have to
don't, you
worry.
don't know. Hey, Dylan Minnette, shout out, bro. Hey, look, if you need a person to be in a music video for your band, The Wallows, bro, just give me a call, bro. Don't call Reese, bro. He's a piece of shit. He hates you. No, but I do agree though. He plays basically kind of the same character in every movie. He plays the same character in every movie because I noticed this while watching 13 Reasons Why. Also, by the way, I've only watched season 4. I haven't watched the other 3 seasons.
That's hilarious.
But I know everything that happens, so don't worry. I'm not a poser or anything.
I've only seen the broom scene.
Oh god.
All I've seen at a party once.
But yeah,
with a friend of ours who could not even watch it.
But basically, yeah, he like kind of plays the same character in every goddamn thing that he's in because he just has one facial expression. It's just blank. He has this just blank expression in everything, like even in stuff that he just like has this kind of like look at my face right now, and then occasionally
it does look like Kane just pulled a face just like Dylan
Minnette, yeah.
Dylan Minnette's face.
Like
just imagine Dylan Minnette's face on Kane's body. That's what just happened.
Oh, like I can't.
The beard disappeared.
I can't think of because I'm trying to think what else he's been in because like he was like in.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, yes. Okay, yeah, he was in Goosebumps. He was in like the Let the Right One In remake, which he plays like the bully, which I only found out a couple years ago, and I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know that. Which like I think he still has the same facial expressions. No, he has a few angry faces, but they're like. It's basically the same angry face that he makes in like 13 Reasons Why and all that.
Dylan Minnette's look I can most accurately describe as when you're in a character customization screen for a video game and you've not done anything yet.
Yeah,
and that's Dylan Minnette.
The base white person model.
Base default 1 model.
Okay, yeah.
That's what he looks like to me.
Yeah, I get you.
Which makes me, like, I understand then, that makes sense why he's so prominent in movies and TV now, is that he's just the most, like, universally relatable white male, because that is what he is, white male.
Yeah, he's just the default white male, the... Fucking, yeah, whatever.
So, can't wait for the new Scream movie starring default white male. See, that is what makes me scared, is that... Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
The thing that was so good about a lot of these characters in Scream 4
Yeah.
was that they were not just default white woman. Like, the only one that did seem a bit like default white male was Trevor, but also he wasn't in it that much, thank God. Like, all the other people had personality to their looks and to their characters, so that was what sort of saved the movie. And yeah, I think what scares me a bit about Scream 5 is that, like, with Wes Craven not directing it, I feel like that they're going to not really make a point for the movie. Like, each Scream movie so far has had a purpose of slasher movies is the first one. Second one are slasher sequels, and it's all talking about that and making commentary on that. Then trilogies for the third one, and this one being reboots and remakes. And then the fifth one, I feel like they're just going to...
there's going to be not much... There doesn't seem like there's going to be a point.
They're just going to, I think, overlook that, which so many remakes and reboots and whatever, what they do is that they'll sort of forget what is good about them, and they'll just pick and choose what they think is the most iconic thing about it, which is going to be Ghostface and killing people. And I think that's the only thing that they're going to carry on, and not really the themes of the films, which is really what makes them so good and worth talking about.
Yeah, they're definitely going to kind of lose a lot of the heart of the first four movies, you know, with Wes Craven, because you can tell Wes Craven has a love for, like, horror movies and all that. That's partly why he made the fucking Scream movies in the first place, you know, because of his love of horror and this genre. But, like, there's not gonna... I feel like they're just gonna be like, oh, what do people like? People like Ghostface, people like the Scream movies, let's just make that.
Yeah, let's just make it again.
But they'll completely forget about the whole, like...
Do it again.
They'll completely forget about the whole reason for the whole series existing in the first place. They're not going to continue that, you know what I mean? Unless they, you know, talk about maybe unnecessary sequels. If they talk about that, maybe discuss that, maybe everyone's just like, why are we here again? What's going on? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, like, to do something like that, maybe, but, like, no, I don't know. I'm very skeptical about Scream 5 as well. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But we can only wait and see, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. It could still be awesome. Well, you will see when we talk about it in our update episode.
Wait, can I just ask, did we even say if we liked Scream 4 in this episode?
Well, let's say it again. Why not?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm kind of... I think I categorize it kind of the same as Scream 3, because, like, Scream 3 is, like, as stupid as it is.
Don't spoil the ranking yet, bro. That's going to be the next episode.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, yeah, I think they've already mentioned it, but for each series that we marathon, there's going to be then, like, a debrief ranking episode, where we sort of discuss the series as a whole, and our rankings of each of the movies that are in there.
Yeah. Alright, well, I won't say anything else. I'll just say, I thought it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, same. I really liked it. I was surprised, and also it's so good when watching a movie after like 5 or 6 years not seeing it, and also when it didn't really resonate with you the first time, and then it resonates with you 6 years later.
Yeah.
So then I forgot everything, and I found a lot of the meaning in it like it was the first time that I had ever watched it. I'm very, very happy that I could share that experience on the podcast and with my friend Kane.
Oh, God bless, man. I'm glad you could feel comfortable to experience it with me.
For everyone that can't see this, which is everyone listening, I'm holding Kane's hand right now.
Yes, I don't want him to, but he's doing it.
And he is holding his crotch.
I'm holding my phone, holding my crotch.
So, now he's holding my hand with the same crotch hand. It's okay.
Keep in mind, I have pants on. I'm not, like, holding my dick in my hand. Don't worry, guys.
You have pants on?
Oh, yeah. You didn't notice. You didn't notice.
Well, that for new... you will see me with pants on in the next episode.
Yes.
And I will leave you with a little bit of Something to Die For by The Sound. Then we're gonna stop. And don't forget to check out our Facebook page at Marathon Me Official, all one word, and our Instagram, MarathonMe_official, to keep up to date on the podcast. And hey, if you want to get into contact with us, email us at marathonmepodc, yes, the letter C, @gmail.com. Like a podcast without the ask.